Hello, my name is Invalimix and welcome to another challenge tips and tricks video. Today we will be discussing shotgun headshots. I do apologise for the slightly laggy gameplay in the background, but having some net issues and it is causing me some issues in getting some decent gameplay. This in itself took some time to do, so I will apologise for that, but the gameplay I got is pretty decent and it allowed me to pull off some of the tips and tricks I will be discussing for you for this particular challenge. As you know, there are two shotguns in which you require headshots, the Bresci and of course the Haymaker. Of course you may be fully aware already that the most frustrating headshots you will have to get in the game, but hopefully these tips and tricks will make it slightly easier for you to do. Okay, with that said, let's cover the tips and tricks, which of course I will mention in virtually every single weapon headshot video, as these are things which apply to all weapons. First up, of course, heatwave and concussion grenades. As you can probably see here, I'm using a Firebreak with his heatwave ability already, and this can be far more useful when getting for your shotgun headshots than most other weapons. The shotgun is a very close range weapon, and as such, stunning your opponent to allow yourself to get closer and get those headshots can be very, very useful. Next up, of course, is attachments. Attachments are very important even for the shotgun. Like I've said, as you're fully aware, you do not get the high caliber attachment for your shotguns, but don't worry, this does not mean that the attachments aren't important. There are a couple which can be very useful when going for the shotgun headshots. First up is the laser sight attachment, as you see me running it here, and of course rapid fire, which will enable you to get the kills a little bit easier if you are playing this on core. And of course that brings me to the last of the ones which I've mentioned for every single. You can achieve this on core, and it is far easier on hardcore for me. Might not be for you, but for me it is. So don't neglect hardcore if you are struggling on core. Give it a try, see if it is easier for you to do. I say this because in core, the shotguns, these two particular shotguns, 2 to 3 shots to head in core, whereas in hardcore it's 1, and that can make a massive amount of difference when getting these headshots. If you do insist on doing this on core, I do highly suggest you try Chaos Mosh Pit, as it's only the smaller maps. And of course this segues on nicely to the shotgun exclusive tips and tricks. Well, mostly exclusive tips and tricks I will be mentioning to you now. Okay, first up, map size is important. You do not really want to be trying to go for your shotgun headshots or using your shotguns on larger maps, but don't be afraid to try it if you want to. It can still work. And game mode is of course important. As you can see, I'm doing it on Kill Confirmed, as this generally brings people much closer together anyway. Next up is hip firing. Running Gung Ho, I should say. Gung Ho will of course a very useful perk when going for your shotgun headshots, as you will be hip firing like mad. I say this because you really do not want to be aiming down the sights when going for your shotgun headshots, as regardless whether you're aiming down sights or not, you are still getting a shotgun spread, and this in itself can make getting the headshots pure luck. So why not just keep it solely to luck and just go for the hip fire. That said, you can actually increase the chances of you getting the headshot while hip firing, and these next few tips will actually help with that. First up, you may notice I'm aiming generally slightly higher than I normally would while using the shotgun, as this puts my shots towards the top or slightly over their heads, and this can make getting headshots much easier, as more of the spread is hitting the head, thus giving me a better chance of getting a headshot. Of course, jump shots are also very, very useful when going for the shotgun headshots, as this puts the head as more of the primary target while you're in the air, and can increase the chances of you getting shotgun headshots, as you see me doing here. I do it once or twice, and it does really help when going for the shotgun headshots. Of course, there are just a couple of tips and tricks while using a shotgun that I'll quickly mention. First up, you don't want to be running out into large lines of sight too often. I do it occasionally here, but you want to avoid it as much as possible, as you will get yourself killed, and you're dying, you're not getting your shotgun headshots. Next up, you don't be afraid to take your time. Rushing is all well and good, but if you just take that little bit longer before going for a kill, it can help a great deal. Hopefully, with all these tips and tricks covered, you should hopefully achieve more headshots, and it might help you in that regard, and hopefully it does. This has been Invalidmix, and I'd like to say take care, good luck, have fun, and goodbye.
Unit power nominal. Friendly helicopter inbound. Our reputation is our best deterrent. Excellent work.